Good afternoon. It is a chilly winter afternoon, but the sun is out. So I just thought I'd come out to one of my favorite places for a walk. It's beautiful. A lot of ups and downs and curves along this walk. Need a little exercise, a little inspiration, motivation. Get the blood pumping. It's really unique to come out here now because you can see so much of the trail through the trees. In the summer, that doesn't happen. It's very thick with trees through these woods. All of the foliage is off of the trees right now, so there's a lot more sun through here than other times of year. I can hear some crows in the distance. This time of year can be tough for motivation because it's so cold and there's been a lot of gray days lately. So I think this walk is going to do me a world of good. I see there's a few people watching. Thank you for being here. See all the moss here along the way? It's not as vivid and beautiful as it can get, but that's because it's winter. It is so green and just crawling with life through here most times of year. Trail behind me, a little park bench. I've seen some really incredible mushrooms out here. Little purple mushrooms. I don't know what kind they are, but it's really cool to see a purple mushroom. I'll have to come back and do a live walk in the summertime sometime, because there's just little tiny frogs all over the path, little lizards, geckos. Are they geckos? Salamanders. A broken branch there. Look at all these trees. Got some downed trees here. Wonder if there's any mushrooms. There's a few. Some little mushrooms growing here. Nothing super impressive. Wow, it's so nice that just getting out, moving a little, the cold air in the lungs. Nice reminder of, yes, I'm alive. Hear the traffic going by in the distance. Sun through the trees. Ooh. Coming up to a bridge. These are always fun. They don't seem to last very long in Georgia, these wooden boardwalks and things. They're often in need of repair because things just, it's so humid and lush, so much life. Boards are replaced often because they rot so quickly. And there's not any like moving water under here. It just keeps the path out of the low place so that when you go walking through here, you're not sinking into mud. Knee deep in mud would not be a fun walk. Trying to listen for birds or animals. I hear a few little birds up high. Not a lot going on today. Just a cool breeze and some sunshine. Hills, and this trail goes up and down and around. Here's some green stuff, something that's still got leaves on it. I suspect this is honeysuckle. They don't really lose their leaves here in the winter. Oh, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? And this, I love the texture of this pine tree. I don't know what it is, but it's almost fern-like. It's so soft. The needles aren't sharp at all. Just a lovely texture. Crossing another little bridge. Sunshine up there. These trees are just massive. Looking at the screen here, I can see you're really catching some of the rays of the sunshine as it filters through the trees. Oh, check out these. I don't know if these are from like a gumball tree, what they are, but they fall on the ground in the fall and they stay there for forever. But if you're not careful, it's like walking on marbles. Slip and slide every which way. Oh, I see. I got a couple of likes. Thank you. I appreciate that you guys are coming out for a walk with me, that you're watching, that you're liking. Hopefully that you've subscribed. Looking over here at this fallen tree. It's been cut up, but sometimes, like on the slopes of hills, if it rains a lot really quickly, the trees just become so heavy and they just topple over from the roots. I had been in my studio earlier today working on a painting, kind of a Mother Nature figure inspired by just all this, the beauty and the vines and the moss that are so predominant here. And if you're interested, I post my progress of what I'm working on, whether it's, painting, usually painting, but sometimes it's other things, sewing projects, and I'm going to be going into some sculpting here soon, but I post those things over on Patreon. Bit of green up there. I think those are probably all honeysuckles. Maybe some holly. But yeah, look at this path. It comes down this hill and then going this other way, up and around. It's such a fun walk. I really enjoy it. We'll cross a stream here in a little while. It's usually flowing. I haven't been out here much this winter, so I don't know if it's flowing now. So we got some water over here in this watering hole. We'll stop by, check it out. Woo! Cold breeze is kicking up. Should have worn a hat. Check out this little jag in the trail. and then straight down. And if you can see the reflection, there's water out there. A lot of it. Just standing water. Nice reflection on the water. There's often turtles in water as it just stands like this. Oh, maybe there's a turtle. Here's some nice bright green moss there. Another bench for sitting and looking out at the water. There's a little deck or boardwalk out there. We'll go out there. Oh, wow. I'm just struck by all the green right there. It's a really tall pine tree. One of the short needle, soft, nice texture. Oh, it's so pretty. There's ivy growing up this tree. There's bamboo here. Whatever this plant is, it looks like a big house plant. So much green right there. It's nice. It's nice to see green this deep into the winter. Such a calming sound. I love it. Then we'll head out onto this boardwalk over the water. Very full right now. All the willows growing out there. One of the things about that I love about willows that grow near or in water like these are, in the springtime and the summertime, there's this sweet smell that you get coming from places like this, or riversides. I remember it from riversides in New Mexico and Colorado, where I grew up. There, the willows that grow along the water's edge are red willows, and they just smell wonderful. Like I said, just a sweet, not really floral smell, just a sweet, lovely, soft, subtle smell that I always associate with rivers or bodies of water that have willows. It's beautiful. Keeping my eyes out on the ground, looking for mushrooms. A lot of bamboo through here. The little stuff, not the big stuff. Although the big kind grows here too. I guess there's a lot of varieties, but there's a variety that grows here also that's a lot bigger than that. Then we'll head up another hill. All the vines just hanging from those trees. It's probably kudzu, which is really funny to kind of watch it overtake a place, and it'll grow almost on anything. It'll overtake the trees, walls, houses, power lines. It just kind of covers everything in a wave. And it continues growing, and then it covers the next thing. There's also one of the things that I've noticed growing in these woods in summertime. There's the kudzu and the ivy, but there's also trumpet vine and wisteria. Got a nice moss-covered root ball here. Its leaves are a lot deeper than I realized. It's pretty wet and swampy looking down there. The breeze has actually stopped. Kind of nice. Just give you a nice full circle of the view, what I'm seeing. And we're headed that way. There's an unpaved, unmarked trail going that way. Another day. Do some more exploring out here. And then our trail takes another turn. Hi! Going up a hill. Try not to talk too much so I'm not winded when I get to the top. Now we're kind of on top of a hill here. Give you a peek at the trees. down they go, and it's super thick down at the bottom. Another turn in our path. Oh, check this out. Carefully step into the deep leaves here. Talking about the vines that are just covering all of the trees. This is probably 4 different types of vines just twisted around that tree. And that's a small tree, so it's got the vining in a small scale, and then there's bigger trees that have bigger, thicker vines. Just intricately braided around a tree. It looks so intentional, and I guess it is, but like this one. Again with the vines. Sun's back there somewhere. Really in the deep, dark woods here. Then coming along the trail, some more curves. Another boardwalk. Isn't that pretty? I love the sound of them too. Didn't really hear a lot of birds in this part of the woods. Not so much when I first started out, but the wind has also stopped, so that's probably a factor. Up another big hill. Little baby pine tree. It doesn't take long for them to get really big here. Up further we go. Got another walker coming up behind me. I'm just kind of moseying. You know, I haven't even seen a squirrel out here this whole walk. Usually they're all over the place. Go ahead and just step aside here. Look at some trees. Hi. Really is a beautiful, crystal clear sky today. More twists and turns in our path. More fallen trees. Oh, here's a big, massive root ball of a tree. Let's get behind it. Bright red Georgia clay. I don't think the breeze ever stopped. It was just, I was down low. As I get up higher, wind kicks up more. Tell you what, I'll be happy to see green leaves on these trees again. Looking down here at the leaves, just kind of gives you an idea of how big the trees are by how big their leaves are. These are pretty old and sad looking, but like I said, the idea is just to give you some scale of the magnitude of these trees. Stepping off trail here for a moment. Let's see what you can see over here. Just saw these green little tuffets of moss from the trail, and they're so striking against the brown and gray background. Isn't that pretty? Like rich green velvet. I don't think it's tick season. But it is pretty crazy when it is tick season here. I've never lived anywhere quite where the ticks are so aggressive. Another big pillow of moss under there. I love how the moss, even when it's not in that yellow, I love the moss when it glows like that in the sunshine. All right, well, this is about the end of my trail here, so I'll just head back. See what we see on the way back. So I have big hopes, big plans for the coming months. I had mentioned earlier doing some sculpting. I have a video that I recorded, I think in 2018, of making paper clay, and it's been just, I think it's the video on YouTube that has probably been most successful of mine. Just people have a lot of questions about it, and so I'll probably do a follow-up video on that to answer questions. Got paintings planned. I'll be submitting work to new galleries, new museums, new places. So I have a lot of big aspirations and hopes for the year, and I think everybody has big hopes for this coming year, because 2020 was such a difficult year, and I think it was difficult for a lot of people on a personal level, and just, you know, the struggles with living in a pandemic have been really challenging. So let's all collectively hope and plan and dream big for the coming year, and, you know, make a happier place, happier lives, happier existence. Because life's always going to have its difficulties. But, you know, we can't wait on happiness. We have to make happiness. And I know that's easier said than done. Straight up above me, little jet stream in the sky up there. You can hear water running. That stream that we walked by earlier. I never realized it's just right over there. I'm surprised we only passed one other person today. Let's check this plant out. Hi, John. See if I can get over here without falling. But look at this plant. It's kind of crazy looking. Very sharp, dangerous looking leaves, and then those berries. Interesting. It looks like some kind of holly, but not the average kind. Ooh. Another trail through there. Going through the crazy vines here. I hope you can see how crazy these vines are. It's like 10 vines wrapping around that tree over there. Hello again.
It's all right.
Ooh, this is unique. Look at that. A rock. No, you're probably laughing at me, but since I've moved to Georgia, I don't see a lot of rocks. So that's kind of exciting to me. Especially not a big piece of quartz like that. Watch my step through here. I was talking about these little ball things. You just step wrong on one of those, and there goes your foot out from under you. Look at the sunlight is now just hitting the tops of those trees there. I love it when that happens. It's so pretty. Especially like around sunset or in the morning at sunrise. You get all these really dramatic colors at the tops of trees and when everything else is shaded. Hello, I see somebody else commented. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. As the little notifications fly by on my screen, it's kind of far away from me, so I can't always make out the letters and the words, especially with the sunshine kind of popping in between the trees as it does. Oof, that feels good. Down we go and around a curve. There's these little, you can almost not even see them on the ground here, little plants coming up through all the thick, the stuff that's fallen, but they almost look like elephant ears coming up. Look at the purple on the back there. Let's see if you can see the color. There you go. Bright purple, green fronts. Still haven't seen any really impressive mushrooms, and I've found some cool ones out here before. As I mentioned, I talked about the purple ones, but I've also found a, I don't know, something that looks kind of like a brain, but that variety is supposed to be edible. Got anything on this tree stump? Nope. Oh, wow. Check this out. Oh, here's a good one. Let's see. Get down here. Show you these mushrooms. Look at those. Very thick, like thick paper. Almost leathery kind of feel to those mushrooms. Here we are. Pretty little view. Path goes down across a bridge. There's a boardwalk out there over the water. Back to the stream here. Such a great, calming, wonderful sound. As the sun gets lower, the reflection has really kind of come into sharper focus. So beautiful. And I see that I've missed a few comments, and I apologize for that. Tiny screen, aging eyes. I love it. No, I was a little nervous coming out today, because I wasn't sure if I'd have much to say or what I was going to talk about. Even kind of had that, like, it's cold. Maybe I don't feel like going for a walk, but as I've walked and gotten the forest air in my lungs and the sunshine on my face, I feel so much better for having come out and done this. And I'm so thrilled that I got to share it with you guys. Got a little grove here. Oh, good, you can see it because the sun's shining through it. Little baby pine trees all through there. So many of them. Look at all of them. We got some kind of, oh, I think that might be, no, that's just an acorn, but something's had a nice little snack of it. That's a red oak acorn because they're really big. I thought maybe it was a pecan because pecans are not uncommon here. Up this crazy steep hill, around another bend. Walking towards a beautiful path. I love that. Like, why is that such an iconic and calming view, to see a path? Like, you see it in paintings, inspirational posters, path that goes into the distance and then turns, and you see it crop up again further in the distance. A whole bunch of green up here, just glowing in the sunshine. I think I just missed another comment. I'm so glad that I'm able to come out and about into the world and do live streams with you again. I didn't have the number of subscribers required to do that until recently. So it is an honor to be out here sharing moments, real life moments with everyone. And I'm happy to do it. I'm glad that you're interested, that you're here. Oh, God, that's so beautiful. There's a jet in the sky. Well, I've about reached the end of my walk. I feel so much more inspired and motivated. And I thank you all for being here, for joining me. And stay tuned. Always check out, my videos. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, um, here on YouTube. So thank you. Have a wonderful week and take care. We'll see you soon.